Have you ever wanted to buy something and the business made it so hard that you just walked away? I have this memory of trying to get a new internet service. I WhatsApped their business account and I got a bot that was just not helpful. I filled out the form on their website, no call back. So I called them 3 times. Finally, I got through to customer service and they sent me a list of documents that I had to provide just to become their customer. I thought, I'm literally trying to give you my money. Why is this so hard? Meanwhile, there's this bakery in Margarita. They remember my order. They know exactly how I want my coffee and what I want for breakfast. One day I got there early, like 20 minutes before they opened, and they saw me waiting outside and they brought out my order without me doing or saying anything. I didn't even have to ask. That's the difference between a business people tolerate and a business people talk about. Today, my team is walking you through a resource I use with my clients that breaks down exactly how to become the kind of business people can't stop recommending. They will run us through the strategies you can start using to make doing business with you feel effortless and rewarding. All right, team, let's dive in.
There's this massive trust decay problem online.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
get these automated pitches, generic newsletters, and we've all built up this armor against anyone trying to sell us something.
A very thick skin.
Yeah. So today, we're diving into the art of making it easy for people to do business with you. I mean, if you've ever felt like buying something was more work than the product was worth, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Right. It's that feeling of, I want to give you my money. Why are you making this so difficult?
Exactly. It's essentially a blueprint for optimizing every single touch point with a customer.
And what's so interesting is that it's less about a hard sell and more about reducing what they call cognitive load.
It's psychology.
It's all psychology.
Yeah.
The goal is to make the other person feel completely understood before they even see a price tag. It's about shifting from a one-time checkout to, a long-term relationship.
Okay, so let's start with the foundation then. Personalization.
Most people think using your first name in an email is personalization. That's just the bare minimum now.
Right.
True personalization is about specificity. If a client says they want to lose 5 kilos, your response can't be about general wellness. You have to talk about those 5 kilos.
Using their exact language
Yeah.
shows you've actually done the work of listening. It makes them feel seen. And that's where that whole know, like, and trust thing actually begins.
Exactly.
But I have to play devil's advocate here. Don't you risk alienating the person who wants to lose 10 kilos by being that specific?
It's a really common fear, but specificity is actually the antidote to skepticism.
How so?
Well, when you name a precise problem, you're signaling that you've walked this path before. Specificity proves you have expertise.
So weight loss is just a general idea.
Exactly. Weight loss makes you a generalist. But 5 kilos, that implies you have a system, you have a map.
So, okay, once someone follows that map and they're in your world,
Hmm.
how do you keep them from drifting away?
Even if you're listening, you still have to stand out.
Because being good enough it's the same as being invisible.
That's the danger zone.
And that flows right into this idea of surprise and delight, which, let's be honest, usually sounds like a corporate buzzword for a free pen.
Yeah, totally.
It's about exceeding the mental contract you've made. Maybe it's exclusive content or a 5D trial that lets them feel the value with zero risk.
Think about it. Clients really only remember the extremes, the incredible experiences, or
The absolute disasters.
anything in the middle, anything that was just fine, the brain just deletes it. So to stay in that excellent category, you have to find ways to surprise them.
And this isn't just about being nice, right?
No, it's about creating emotional anchors. Maybe you bring a surprise speaker to a webinar, or you send an unexpected gift when they hit a milestone, something that exceeds the standard transaction.
I think people often, they overcomplicate that wow factor. They think it has to be this grand gesture.
It really doesn't.
Sometimes it's just solving a tiny, annoying problem for them before they even think to ask.
Yes. Like that example of the travel food list. If you're a nutrition coach and you give your client a simple list of 10 healthy snacks that will actually get through airport security.
That's brilliant because that's a real tiny, high-stakes friction point.
And the client thinks, wow, they thought of everything. That's how you build authority. By solving that one micro problem, what to eat at Terminal 4, You're proving you get the nuances of their life, not just the big picture.
So how do we scale that? I mean, we can't spend all day creating snack lists for every single client.
Right. You have to look at the whole ecosystem of value you're building. You don't have to be the solution to every problem.
But you should know the person who is.
That's where strategic affiliations just change the game. It's about thinking ahead. What is the next problem your client is going to have?
Okay, so if you're selling, say, baby products.
Their next need might be a newborn photographer. If
Yeah.
you partner with a great one, you're not just selling a product anymore. You're curating their entire journey. You solve their next problem before they even feel the stress of it. You stop being just a vendor to being a contributor. It's the same with online communities. Strip away the salesperson identity completely.
Don't sell.
If you're in a group for parents of young athletes and you're the person solving a crisis at 10 p.m. without dropping a link in bio, you're the authority. And when that parent is finally ready for a professional solution, they aren't going to Google. They're coming to you.
And when they finally do come to you, that entry has to be frictionless. It's, at the end of the day, it's about being the path of least resistance. If you are the most human, the most useful, and the easiest person to deal with, you win.
Consistency, quick response times, genuine empathy. These are completely non-negotiable. If you're easy to reach and you're honest when things go wrong, you are already ahead of 90% of the competition.
Think about the last time a business made you feel truly seen. Was it because of a massive discount, or was it a tiny, specific detail they remembered about you? If you can identify that one small detail in your own workflow and replicate it, you might just find the key to a relationship that lasts for years. So here's something to think about. Look at your current client's journey. What is the very next problem they face after they finish using your product or service? And who is the partner you haven't called yet who could solve that for them? We'll see you next time.
So here's what I want you to take away from this. Trust is not built in grand gestures. It's built in the small moments. The way you remember someone's specific goal, the surprise that made them smile, the partnership you created so they didn't have to figure everything out on their own. Your clients aren't just buying your service. They're buying the experience of working with you. And when that experience feels easy, personal, and valuable, they'll send other people your way. I'm Melissa Marchand, helping accomplished professionals build consulting businesses they love. If you know someone who wants to make it easier for clients to say yes, please share this episode with them.